All right, Dio Bernard, the top qualifier here on A Squad in the PBA Norm Duke Open, and the top overall among both divisions. Really putting on a show here, getting to 5,659. What worked so well for you this week? You look like the Dio Bernard that's been obliterating the Southwest region out here.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal, honestly. Like the fact that I led by that much and like had that good of a look, it's insane. It was pretty much mostly just trying to keep the ball in front of me. I knew that in the practice session they were really hard, but I was like, maybe it's just for me. I didn't know it was hard for everybody. So fortunately, it was hard for everybody. And like I was like, all right, let's just keep it in front of me, make all my spares. And when I saw the scoring pace, I was like, okay, that's a good thing then. And I was fortunate to have a good look.
For most of qualifying here, you were running away with A Squad, and EJ Tackett was running around with B Squad. That's got to be a pretty cool feeling to have your only kind of comparison this week being literally EJ Tackett in 2026, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, four-time Player of the Year, possibly. I mean, or defending. I mean, that's insane to have my name on the same level as that this week. But yeah, it's insane how well everything flowed this week. I feel like nothing went wrong. If I left a six pin, it tripped it somehow. Like, I feel like I got a lot of like crazy breaks this week, and it's just insane how like everything just flowed pretty much.
You're a few games away here from your second title at just 22 years old. You've won 16 times on the regional tour already, which is the most at your age. It seems like you're starting to figure out how to translate your success on the regional level to the national tour. What is that difference, do you think?
Yeah, like last year was really, really tough because I feel like I bowled good, but I was really not even close to the cut every week. It was weird. So I was like, okay, I have to look back and just see what I'm doing wrong because I feel like I knew I'm good because I was like, I'm bowling good in the regional, so at least I know I'm good. It just wasn't like processing out here. So I was really looking back and just seeing like what I can improve on and like what not to do. And I think this year I've really put the pieces together and I really like kind of just got more comfortable and just seeing the lanes way better and way faster. I think in the past I've seen the lanes, like I'll figure it out in like frame 8 and it's like there's no point to that. I think this year I'm starting to like see it instantly and it's really helped my scores and I think my spare game's better and I don't know. I think I just didn't have the confidence last year on tour, and this year I have a lot more confidence. So,
yeah, how much of it is mentally, the whole big fish in a small pond, vice versa, versus some physical tricks that happen that you need to have out here due to the transition and the different rev rates and all that? How much of is that difference mental versus physical? I know one of the things you worked on in the offseason was throwing it faster and being able to play kind of up the lane like you were this week's. But how much of it is physical versus, just kind of adjusting your mindset?
Yeah, I think physically I was about like you said, like getting it quicker off my hand and trying to not let the ball slow down as quick. Like I wanted to like project it as like a lot better, and that really helped this year. I feel like a lot of the tournaments last year I couldn't do that. This year I could have, and a lot of mental. I feel like I would get down quicker last year, and I just wasn't really in a good like headspace. So coming in this week, I was like, I'm just gonna have a fresh mind. It was a month after the tour, so I was like, I get a nice break in, and I think it paid off pretty well. So.
All right, you're going to be going for your second title in the PBA Norm Duke Open. What is Norm Duke as a legend, as a mentor? What does he mean to you?
Oh, everything. I mean, him and Jason Belmonte, I mean, I grew up watching my whole life pretty much. It's really cool to have a tournament named after him now. And I really like the format for this tournament. That was pretty cool. But it's awesome. Like the fact that I'm bowling at the Norm Duke Open and #1 seed, that's insane to me. So just taking it day by day right now.
All right, well, we got a couple days before you bowl for this title. We'll see you on Sunday.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nolan.
All right, Bill O'Neill, the number 4 seed on A Squad in the Norm Duke Open. Kind of a roller coaster of a week for you here, and you get it done by a pin. Describe the emotions going through in your mind here in the final few frames.
I was pretty calm. I didn't think I was going to make it, really. I had absolutely nothing on that pair and just trying to grind out and try to get lucky and throw a double, and fortunately I did, and I made a bunch of spares, and yeah, really didn't have any expectations, really. I was just trying to bowl the best I could and I mean, after yesterday, after having 740 the first 3, and then they shut the power off on me, I figured that was probably it for my week. I was, that just wasn't a good sign.
All right, we're heading back to Steel City. We're here in Sinking Spring, not too far from where you grew up. It's got to be a special, obviously the hometown advantage didn't go your way yesterday maybe,
Yeah.
but it's got to be pretty cool competing close to home and have a chance to win a title on Sunday this close to home.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're going to bowl the Elite League, first, and then we'll bowl the Norm Duke show on Sunday, and my wife Christy and the kids will be up, so that'll be cool. It'll be great to have them there. And last time the tour finals in Bethlehem, my son was making fun of me. He said it took them longer to drive to Bethlehem than it was to watch me bowl because I lost to Kyle in the first match. So hopefully I could bowl a little bit longer than the drive this time.
Yeah, they came up to the program this week as well, so a real kind of homecoming week for you here this week. You got to compete this season full time as a Hall of Famer. What has that been like for you? Just in the pro-ams, even right here as you're announced, hearing Bill O'Neill, PBA Hall of Famer.
Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, it's awesome. It's really surreal to have them say that in the pro-ams and the making a show and still doing it. The downside of that is that everybody calls me old, so there is a give and take with being in the Hall of Fame. I get made fun of a lot out here by a lot of guys. A lot of unks get thrown around out here. I don't like it, but I'm beating a lot of them still, so it's still all right.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
When did you first came on tour in 05?
Correct.
Dio, what year were you born? 2003. Okay, all right. You're good. You got 2 years
still
on.
pooping his pants. I was out here bowling on tour.
Well, congrats, Bill. We'll see you Saturday and Sunday on
Looking forward
CBS
to it.
Sports Network.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, EJ Tackett, the B squad leader here in the Norm Duke Open. Didn't have your best stuff today, but we're still able to lead the pack in your squad. How were you able to get it done this week?
Yeah, I was the first 15 games I bowled really, really well. I had a couple bad games in there, but for the most part, I executed well. Made some spares. Overall, just felt like I bowled really good. Today, these 10 games we bowled, I don't know the last time I bowled as bad as I did today. These 10 games. Luckily, I'd built enough of a lead that had some cushion. I thought it was going to get a little hairy there for a while. Simon started off hot, striking. Then he bowled a bad game, and I bowled a good game. Then I bowled an okay game, and he bowled a good game. And then I bowled a good game, and he bowled a bad game. So I was able to kind of keep that lead about the same as it was when it started this morning. So, but none of that matters now. It's all about going and winning that match to get to the title match. But yeah, it was a crazy ride. It was a tough pattern this week. Bowling in 2 different sides of a building always makes things tricky, just because every kind of bay plays a little bit differently, and they certainly did here. But you just got to overcome it and take good notes and rely on your ball reps a little bit, which obviously did a good job of that this week. So happy to be in this position again. Obviously, have a guaranteed chance to win. I'll say my pod or my side of the bracket. And it's one match and get to that title match.
Yeah, obviously qualifying a bit of a different format than we've used in the past. The shows will be the same as the Tour Finals was in the past here. You've won the Tour Finals a couple times. You almost won it last year right here in Steel City. So what can you take away from your past experience on those in this kind of different format and apply it to this weekend maybe?
Yeah, it's one of those things that I've been there and done that. And obviously I've bowled really well this year, put myself in position a lot, and done it again here. Not all the way into the title match yet, but as close as you can possibly get. So it's going and figuring out what bowling balls are going to be good, and getting a game plan at Steel City, coming from here, and hopefully I can go, get a good game plan, commit to it, and then throw good shots on top of that. And if I can do that, then anything's possible.
Norm Duke, not only is the name of this tournament, the trophy is in his image. How special is it to compete in an event with a guy that I know you've personally looked up to for quite a while? And how much do you want to have that trophy in your trophy case?
Yeah, so the last couple of years, we've gotten to bowl the Pete Weber Classic, and then last year we got to bowl the Mike Albee, which I finished second in. Was able to win the Pete Weber last year. This would be a really, really cool event to win. Norm has been such a great influence on me in my career, and my life. Watching him grow or watching him bowl as I grew up has been amazing. And to call him a friend now is, it's far beyond anything you could ever imagine as a 10, 12-year-old. So winning it for me would truly be very, very special, and I hope I get that opportunity and get to that title match and have that chance to do it.
Last week you passed Norm in career major titles, so pretty special. I remember a few years ago when Norm threw his last shot in the PBA League, when his team won his match to make the final. That was my first week at the time, and I remember you came up to Norm and you were crying, and you were so happy that your idol would get to bowl one more show. So I can imagine how much it would mean to bowl for his title on Sunday.
Yeah, the fact that I even have an opportunity to do so is pretty special already, and I can't wait to see him, and I'm looking forward to it, and I'll do my best to prepare and be ready and try to get that opportunity to win this championship, and hopefully come Sunday I can hoist the Duke.
Last question. 28 titles for you now after last week. It's been finally got one this year, but been a long time coming this year. I believe this is your 10th top 5 finish in 16 tournaments. What has allowed you to stay so consistent week over week, center over center, bay over bay, pattern after pattern?
I think it's probably, I think there's a multitude of things. I really can't point at one. To have consistency like that, it can't just be one thing. Obviously, I'm executing really well. I'm committing to what I'm doing. I'm seeing the lane correctly, and kind of having that mind of a goldfish. That whether something good or bad happens, you just move on to the next thing. I've been doing this long enough now that I've kind of gone through the ups and downs. I've good things and bad things, and TV the same way. I keep saying it that it's a numbers game, and I just have to keep giving myself opportunities. And if I give myself enough, eventually something will go right, which happened last week. And hopefully I can continue that and give myself another opportunity. But it's been a great ride the last few years. Like I said, I can't contribute it to one thing. It's just, a lot of things are going correctly, physically, mentally. Making the right adjustments, making the right bowling ball decisions. A lot has to go right. You got to have a little bit of luck on your side too. And last few years, I've had all of that culminate together, and it's created a lot of great moments, especially for myself, and a lot of success. So hopefully I can ride this as long as I possibly can, and who knows, see where it takes us.
Well, congratulations, EJ. We'll see you on Saturday and Sunday on CBS Sports Network.
Thank you.